switching the camera around. Anyway, this is Terra Lumination, and I had to get out of the house for a few minutes. So, how do I switch the camera? Hold on, let me have a look here. Just give me a second. Doesn't look like I can do it. Oh, there it is. Yeah. It won't let me do it now that I've started. Anyway, I had to get out of the house for a bit. So, let's have a look. Okay, so right now, the sun is setting. Isn't that weird? That's the sun setting right behind me over there. I'm up in the mountains over on the northeast, and that horizon is over on the west. And remember, Las Vegas is kind of like a big sort of old cast iron frying pan. It's big and it's round, and it's surrounded by mountains. If you imagine the mountains as the old cast iron frying pan, and Las Vegas is in the middle, like a bunch of scrambled eggs. And so, to me, that looks weird. I'm sorry. It's been like this all day over here. It feels like, honestly, it feels like somebody sprayed talcum powder in the sky. I've had weird sinus things all day long. I've taken the maximum amount of medication, and that's about all you can do for now. I've been hobbled because I damaged the soles of my feet. If some of you remember, about a week ago, I went to Las Vegas downtown in the Strip with my wonderful brother, and we ended up having to walk a certain area, and we couldn't do it, so we got trapped, and I had to walk 3 miles, and my feet can't handle it because I had serious damage in 2007, 2008. And it took me 4 years to recover, and I just re-injured myself. So I'm sort of walking like I've got a problem. Anyway, I made some notes. Look, there it is. Oh, okay. I'm looking at the sun now. Oh, you know what? Behind me, look, there's the moon. Right there. Can you see that? I'm trying to get closer. Silly me. It's kind of obscured by the talcum powder vibe. I mean, it looks sort of clear. Let me switch around here again. I mean, you can't really even see the sun. It's there, and it's just going behind the mountain, but that's about it. Anyway, so yeah, I'm out here. So I wanted to make some notes. I just realized one of the notes I wanted to say, I can't even say it on my channel. It's that stupid. But big changes are happening anyway when it comes to the subject of the 6th day of the first month of 2021, when there was raucous time in the capital of the United States of America. And I got kind of chirpy today. Just a couple of hours ago, Marjorie Taylor Greene came out of the latest meeting in Congress regarding the speakership, the chaotic mess about, trying to figure out the speakership, who's going to be the next speaker of the House and all of that. I know some of you TL people aren't going to be interested in this stuff, but I'm kind of curious because we're in tumultuous times at the moment. And damn, I wish I could switch this camera around. I could show you things. No, it's not doing it. Anyway, she got bombarded by reporters and so on. And they were all asking her, like, well, what do you think's going to happen now? Washington is in chaos because of your party. Things like that. Because she's a conservative Republican type. And the speakership belongs to the Republicans, and it's in chaos right now in Washington, as a lot of you know. It's just that this is what's supposed to happen. The Constitution was actually designed to create face-to-face conflict so that people are forced to figure out very, very difficult, let's say, matters of business, not only for the country, but for themselves, for everything to do with the United States, for which the federal government is supposed to be in charge of. Anyway, one of the reporters jumped on her at the last minute and said, "So, what do you think about what happened back then on the 6th day of January in 2021? Isn't it about time you admitted it and just give up that you lost everything and you're just bitter?" And then Marjorie turned on the reporter. It was so funny. She turned on the reporter and said, "You have no idea what you're talking about. Everybody knows that that particular ... was stolen, rigged. Everybody knows it, and we're all talking about it now, and you can't stop us. So, all right, that's basically what happened." I thought it was hilarious. I've got some notes here because this stuff has been bugging me for days. First of all, you might know already, but Vladimir Putin, the sun is gone, by the way. Where is it? The sun is gone. It's officially gone. And the moon is, sorry, where is it? Come on, little moon. You can do this. The moon is rising. Come on, there you are. It's the talcum powder sky. Huh. Dear. Anyway, some of you might know this. Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, he just had a heart attack. I think it was about 12 hours ago. Somebody found him, I guess one of his highly trusted close aides, found him face down on the floor next to his bed where he was sleeping, probably at the Kremlin or wherever he sleeps. I don't know where he sleeps. He probably has a super high security mansion. And then they found him. And they took him to the hospital, and he had a heart attack, a major heart attack. I'm not surprised. He's probably really, really stressed out now. He's at war, and his country's at war with another tiny country. His huge country wants the tiny country, and they're willing to slaughter hundreds of thousands of people to do it. But then again, that's war. That's what people do. Anyway, I thought I'd mention that. So there's a lot of turmoil going on. I've got a couple things here because some of the things that I study, some of the things that I watch are certain type of prepper survivor channels and stuff that have access to a lot of public information that's actually not very obvious, but it's mostly connected with defense and military and first responders and whatever's going on. Sorry, my allergy is so bad. Whatever's going on in and around the world that is to do with protecting America, because there's a lot of bad things going on right now with our economy, with our politics, our bankers, our politicians. And we have this very warlike atmosphere going on. If you've watched my channel recently, I've got a lot of videos about the different aspects of who are the warmongers. Also notes about the astrology and how you can see these hyper stressful angles in the astrology, which correlate to quite a lot of the scary stuff that's happening right now. As you know, I love to blame everything on the planets. But anyway, what I've got here, this is what I've surmised. China, or let's call it the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, or the PLA, which is the People's Liberation Army, they are moving 6 major boats over to the Middle East. So my guess is they're going to go down through the South China Sea, underneath India, and then up towards the Gulf, the Middle East. Okay, and that doesn't surprise me at all. They need to do something that looks really, really important, but it's still very scary because the United States is moving our aircraft carriers into the Eastern Mediterranean, getting ready for a lot of bang, bang, boom, boom. So some of you have probably heard some of the scary stories about how pathetic our military is right now because it's been very degraded over the last 20 years. For whatever reasons, you can blame it on politicians, bankers, whatever you want. But it's in America. America's military is still effing awesome, but it's not up to where it could be or should be, not even close. And there are some people inside America, in other words, the enemies within, who want it to be that way because they're trying to, it's all planned out. They're trying to set it up so that the United States implodes and fades into the horizon, into the sunset, and so that the globalists can take over. You know, basically they have to get rid of the diehards like Marjorie Taylor Greene and DJT and Matt Gaetz and people who actually love America. I love America. America. So anyway, the United States is dealing with war on three fronts. You probably know that. There's the Ukraine area, there's the Middle East area, and then there's the South China Seas area near Taiwan. And it's all flaring up, as you can expect. And it's going to reach a crescendo. There's a lot of super hyper stressful astrology coming. So please don't be surprised if you see things becoming very volatile, incendiary, and explosive. Okay. The other thing that really, really troubles me is that Canada is essentially turning into a communist country. And it's very, very strange to watch because they're right next door to us. And the Canadian people don't really want that. But the Canadian government has been completely infected by WEF and the CCP. It is that bad. I'm sorry. It's very sad. It's very tragic. And it's almost too little too late. So that kind of makes it even worse. How is Canada going to get out of it, you know? One of the things I'm noticing about the warlike dynamics is connected with the line between North America and Central America. Again, it's one of those dangerous words that I'm not allowed to use on the channel. It's sort of controversial, but there's millions of people that are crossing that line heading from south to north. And in that cluster of people, there are a whole load of bad guys, mostly guys, and a lot of them are bad. And it sounds horrible, but a lot of people are just bad to the point of evil. Thugs, murderers, rapists, militants, terrorists, all of it. And we already know that the BLM, the MB, Muslim Brotherhood, and other factions of that sort of rebellious anti-America group, they're embedded all over America. They're here. There's thousands of them. You could call them sleeper cells. And they're salivating right now because they're looking forward to the moment where they get the big signal to go live, to go active. Okay? To me, that's kind of scary. Okay? I don't like that idea very much. And it's the same thing with the cartels. They're doing the same thing. It's also the same thing with China, the CCP. The CCP has infected anything and everything everywhere across America, whether you like it or know it or not. It's there. That is very scary to me. So the question is like timing, tick tock, tick tock. When is the spark going to light to the point where somebody makes that incendiary act that triggers basically a forest fire, you know, like an arsonist triggering a forest fire. When is that? That's the really scary thing, because 60% of Americans apparently right now feel that we're heading directly towards civil war. You know, that's probably another taboo word which hasn't been, put on my list yet, but they'll probably tell me soon enough. And so, what the terrorist cells do, what they want to do is sabotage infrastructure, make life miserable, destroy power lines, destroy food supplies, destroy communications, destroy anything that makes life good. They really get off on that stuff, okay? That scares me. And so you can kind of distill it all. You can kind of boil it down where, okay, because with the energy of Pluto, everything becomes very, very, very extreme, very, very polarized, left, right, in, out, right, wrong, yes, no. Are you with me? If not, you're against me. Are you against me? At least that's what's happening with the polarization. And it's working. America is becoming very, very polarized again. It's part of the plan. Remember, there's the they. Remember, I did those videos about they. They want this amazing place to fall to pieces and crumble and submit to the globalists. That's the plan. Okay, so they have to destroy the country. So all these warlike things are hideous, and everybody knows it. There's a lot of tragedy and pain and outrage, murder, suffering, humanitarian disasters, hideous, evil crimes being perpetrated by really completely empty, hollow souls. You could call them evil people. And so you end up with the Pluto approach, which is one of my themes that I like to look at. You boil it down to a couple of things. What do you want? What do you want? Freedom or tyranny? Which one do you want? Make up your mind, because you're going to have to make a decision. Some people don't like to make decisions. They want decisions to be made for them. And so they just sit back and observe and kind of watch and just kind of go, oh, no, that's bad. Oh, it was the Republicans. Oh, no, it was the Democrats. Oh, no, it's the Ayatollahs. Oh, no. Oh, no, it whatever it was. And before they know it, you're trapped in your own ignorance and you can't get out. Now, some people take it to the point where it's like in New Hampshire, it's live free or die. And there are plenty of people who feel that way and believe that, because tyranny, slavery, financial tyranny, financial slavery, financial imprisonment, financial hell is unacceptable. But when it comes to your front door and there's actually somebody right in your face and they are definitely not your friend, what are you going to do? Are you going to wallow in guilt and shame and say, well, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings earlier. You must be one of those people who feel that you have been, let's say, offended, or you're a victim, or you are oppressed, and I'm so sorry. It was probably my fault three lifetimes ago. So here, have my house, have all my food, have all my defense tools, and please don't do anything bad to me. That doesn't work, and not in my world anyway. So what are we all going to do about it? I know what I'm doing. I'm just one person, but I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm trying to do. And everyone, I recommend you do the same. Please plan for the worst and pray for the best. You can still be happy inside. You can choose to be happy. You can ask for the healing power of love to fill your body, your mind, your heart, and your soul from above. and then you own it by decree. Gosh, it's starting to get a little bit darker over here now. Maybe you can see the moon better. Oh no, which way am I facing? Oh, well, the sun's already gone, but like you can't even see the mountains or anything. It's just weird. It's getting very weird here. Let me see if I can find them. Yeah, there it is. You can see the moon a little bit better now. There, it's filling up. We're going to be at the full moon eclipse, what, in 5 days? 5 or 6 days? Anyway, that's kind of it. Just wanted to share. This is what Las Vegas would look like if there were no people here. Let me show you. You see what I mean? Yeah, anyway. I thought I would share that. Anyway, I got to get back. Got a lot of stuff to do, things to go to, people to see, all of that kind of stuff. Have a super evening, everybody. I hope I didn't scare you. Be loving, be loved. You have to own the healing power of love first, of course. That's your job. And then from there, it's all about the action. Love is as love does. Okay, very, very simple. So I'm going to sign off now. I'm going to press the sign off button. Goodbye. Oh, yeah, there we go. Cheerio.